Aksh, you talked about Pranay resonating with some of the points which you were making. Pranay, you are part of an industry which is emerging. Our other panelists are parts of, the sectors which are sort of, much more well established. Co-working is an industry which is, emerging. It had not even fully designed itself and formed a clear, place in the users' minds, and it is now having to, I think, completely redesign itself over the next, foreseeable future. So it would be, good to hear your thoughts on where you think this space is going. How are you guys and other players in the sector really building back resilience and trying to bounce back into the sector?
Super, super. Thank you, and thanks for asking an industry question. I truly feel like I'm representing the Indian Workspace Association a lot more than 91 Springboard today. And interesting that you say that it's an emerging industry. Like, just through the COVID period is where the association really got formed also, and we are still in the process of registering it. So really new industry. I think at a core, right, and the core theme that I heard the other people talk about also is the challenges and opportunity. And like you'll hear from me talking about also getting back to the core, which Sandeep so well mentioned. See, in our case, as a co-working industry, the challenge is, if there is a lockdown and people can't come to office, people can't come to office, right? And then even if you're trying to serve customers, like how do you serve them? And that has been a challenge for people. But on the other side, on the opportunity, the interesting bit is flexibility is something which is important, right? So at one part, there's a challenge of some people will choose to work from home. Some companies will allow people to work from home, and all of this would mean that there's potentially X% impact on the requirement for office space, right? If you ask me, I think I can see that work from home can impact about 5 to 10% of the demand for office space. But on the other side, within the demand for office space, the flexible part of the industry, which was roughly about 3 to 4% of the industry, we do believe it will take a much, much larger scope in the industry. And with that, I think how the industry is thinking and what kind of logically makes sense also is you would have noticed that in last 2-3 years, a bit of the media perspective that you had heard from the industry was shifting to, we have customers who are in the long-term lock-in. We are trying to go after enterprise customers who are in long-term lock-ins, etc. And the truth is, honestly, if what you're doing is giving out a space to a 300 people team with a 3-year lock-in, honestly, you do need to think through what are you doing different compared to what, say, DLF is doing, right? And that's the kind of thought process that the whole industry is going through on how can you create much more flexibility, and that's where the opportunities lie. So for example, a lot of companies which are downsizing or which were in an oversized office, now they are coming to co-working spaces because they don't want to do another round of asset investment. They want flexibility. They don't know where the industry, how quickly will their industry grow, right? And they are coming. The work from home has actually led to a whole new phenomena of remote working. So companies are reaching out to co-working spaces saying, I had an employee who was traveling from Noida to Gurgaon every day, right? And he was spending 3 hours in traffic. And now I realize I don't need to get him to do that. But at the same time, I do recognize that all of us know that home, like it's inefficient to work at home unless you have that sort of locked room where you can work quietly, etc. Right? So these companies are reaching out to co-working spaces, looking for flexible, remote working kind of environment for their teams, right? And I think for co-working spaces, a lot of them are thinking through now creating packages around this, right? Can you create a small package where a company can say buy a certain number of credits, which any of their employees can utilize to work out of any of the co-working space that you have across India. So these are the various opportunities that exist. Thankfully, our industry seems to be one of those which will bounce back much faster because of all of this. And the companies are working towards that, right? So focus on the core and think through that.
I think, Pranay, it makes me really happy to hear that, as part of the co-working industry, you are really looking at it very, very positively, and that it will create, new opportunities. I mean, I really enjoyed our chat yesterday where you were saying, that completely different models which we have not seen in the working and remote working space will come up. I particularly thought, the conversation we were having about credits to use workspace flexibly, or almost like coupons, was something really interesting. Do you think you want to just share that with our viewers?
Sure, sure. So you see, right now, a lot of way co-working spaces used to sell was also for their customer, they would associate them with a single building, right? But instead of that, now you'll see a lot more packages coming up where a co-working space is saying, I have 30 offices across India, and to a client, I can give a certain amount of credits, which any of your team member can use anywhere. So now your Noida team member, the day he's working out of Noida, can use there. If he's going to meet a client in Gurgaon, we can just use it there. And there'll be a lot of opportunities, including for the aggregators, right? So instead of co-working spaces doing this, there are aggregators who could aggregate it across the co-working space and offer such packages to the companies. It also means not just creating this package, right? That's the easier bit of it, but thinking through how does the whole stakeholder decision-making works within the companies. So for example, right now an employee is used to doing a meeting out of a cafe and filing a bill for reimbursement. And there's a whole system set, like the accounts team knows that the employee has a permission to spend so much on a client meeting. But on the other side, the employees aren't used to taking a co-working bill and filing it for reimbursement. Accounts aren't used to just clearing that out. So there's scope for people to go in, help companies think through those policies, help HR think through what is safe for the employees, what isn't, what to approve. Similarly, accounts team to do that and create systems around that, right? So there's a lot of opportunities on this front, and the industry will just evolve in all these directions.